Well, you know I'm going nip on them folks tonight, man. I'm trying to contain and control. See what I'm saying? So I got a couple nips for the motherfucker, but let's go.
Shit, man. So the journey never ending.
Never ending for
to
sure.
Never stopping.
Never giving
to
up.
continue believing in ourselves.
For sure.
And just keeping the fucking foot on the pedal all the way, man.
Dot rock only. For sure.
I hope y'all out there feeling good, man, because I'm feeling amazing, man. I'm having a great time. I'm over here with good peoples. We left the studio. It feels nice to be at the studio.
Yeah, we had to come, we had to come to my shit for a minute, man.
Like
come in
studio.
My vibe. You see what I'm saying?
I like this.
My creative space.
Nah, this is good. This is good vibes. I feel comfortable. To me, that's the most important thing. Everybody already know. I have to feel comfortable with everything that I do. And if I don't feel comfortable, to be honest with you, I ain't gonna stay there.
Ain't going.
But special fucking episode today.
Yes.
Special fucking episode.
Yes,
and I am excited to be part of this journey, to be honest with you. I am super excited to be here because you're a man of great vision. You're a man that see things in the future.
For sure.
You know, you're not present with how you
been going futuristic on them folks, kid. I tried to tell you.
Real shit. So this is exciting, just being a part of the 815 survival journey, to be honest with you, which was that was a great run, to be honest with you. You had an amazing run.
Shouts out to heaven and hell, man. OG Anthony, R.I.P. Bless his soul. Nobody in our era came out the gate how I came out the gate swinging, kid.
And kept on batting at the tenacity you did.
I'm not even going to get into the shout outs. I'm going to shout out everybody at the end because honestly, it's a lot of people right now currently making a lot of noise for the state.
Real shit.
For sure.
Real shit. Connecticut has been in a beautiful place, dare I say, since like 2016.
No, for sure. When I came out the gate. Shouts out to Joe Banger. He was out the gate 1 year before me, and he's definitely one of the people who he got shit shaking and baking out here, kid.
1990 something is a celebrity when it comes to CT.
Ain't nothing to play with.
Real shit.
You got to say it on camera if you really mean it. He ain't nothing to play with.
I like to give people flowers because they deserve it, and we need to give people flowers while they're here to receive it and enjoy them, to be honest with you.
No, for sure.
But today mainly about your journey. You know, I love what everybody's doing, but I want to focus on what you're doing, when your vibe, when your space is going on right now. And before we get into that,
weed and whiskey.
welcome to Weed and Whiskey Podcast. Best motherfucking podcast coming from Connecticut. Y'all already fucking know, man. This is going to be a special one, like I said earlier, and I'm going to reiterate it because I love special vibes. I love when I'm in good company, and good company inspires me as well, too. That's honestly my favorite part about the journey because we meet other people, and not everybody put us in a place to be better with ourselves. So that's why I'm happy to be in this room right now, and I'm happy to be part of this conversation because
for sure. It's a big conversation, a well-needed, overdue, well-needed conversation, bro.
And it's one of those you're just gonna figure out what's next, pretty much. You know, what does the future hold? Like we know the footsteps we walked. We know the footsteps we walked. We can look behind us and be like, yo, I went there, I went here, I came from there, I struggled here. We know that. But the toughest part is what's next.
What do
the
you
unknown.
do? What do you do next?
Yes. And let's focus on the past real quick.
Let's go. Let's do it.
815 survival.
For sure. 9
years running right now. 9 years running.
For sure. And if y'all watching, please give a silent clap, a round of applause, a whistle, smoke a spliff, take a shot, something. Because he just said 9 years.
9 fucking
continuous, consecutive years, not giving up, blood, sweat, and tears, never, ever stopping.
That's a relationship within itself. You're having a relationship with your brand.
It's my baby.
That's your commitment right there.
For sure.
Like a lot of real relationships can't even weather the storms of 9 years. Can't weather the
9
obstacles
months.
of 9 years.
9 months.
Fact. 6 months be the end point for a lot. So to have a brand and never quit, that's the most important part.
Wait, let's run it back real quick. To have a brand, never quit, and inspire so many. Like, there's a lot of people, because I don't want to, everybody get up there and say, oh, nobody gives you. A lot of people do commend me. A lot of people do give me my flowers, whether it be through DM, when they see me, whatever the case may be. Then you have a lot that don't. But at the end of the day, I opened up a door that ain't closed since I did it, bro.
And that's
Real
a big
talk.
accomplishment. Not a lot of people can say that confidently on some real shit. All right, so in that 9 years, what's some of your favorite moments and memories when it came to building your baby and watching it grow to where it grew?
Well, one of my favorite memories, I wouldn't even say it like it's not in no specific order, but one of my favorite memories was the collab that I did with Salvin's, man. Like, if you from the hood, if you from Hartford, Connecticut, if you been out here, if you know what's going on, Salvin's was that spot. Salvin's was like the Jimmy Jazz of Hartford. You see what I'm saying?
That's where everybody's getting their sneakers from.
And it's like they done seen a lot. They done did a lot. They been in the community for, they was like 90 years because I did a collab with them for their 90th anniversary.
Damn, that's
and so it's like to be coming up, spending my money, all my friends trapping, whatever, going there, spending our money, and then to go legit, legal, and they see my vision and believe in me and let me stamp they name, they logo, they signature on my pieces. That was a big accomplishment. That still means the world to me. Shouts out to Salvins, man. Shouts out to Nancy. Shouts out to Joan for sure.
But that's like a king of comedy moment where you have the originals, the OGs, like, yo, this one's next.
No, fact.
Like I give this the confidence to be like, they're gonna do and uphold the vision the way we did it, and I'm confident in that. So that's a great stamp to have on your back, especially when you say you built a community, you built a culture.
For sure.
To be stamped by the culture is huge on some real shit.
We got a bunch of survivors. I got a bunch of survivors with me, man, and I love y'all to death. For sure. Without y'all, we couldn't even say it was 9 years. Couldn't have did this by myself.
So, other than the supporters, what kept you surviving in those 9 years?
Honestly, one of the biggest things that kept me surviving is when I actually started to take it serious and say, this is something that I want to do. I stopped selling drugs. I gave everything to do with the drug dealing, the street life. I gave all that up, and I didn't have a job. So it's like I ain't have a job since I graduated high school. I was in the streets running around doing what I was doing to survive. And so at that point, I made that commitment, and it's like, I gotta go all in. Gotta go all in.
Gotta bet on yourself all the way.
For sure. And not out of everything that I went through, financial situations, the ups, the downs, I never resorted back to the streets. I would go to New York, buy blank $5 t-shirts, come to the hood, vinyl press them, sell them for $25 before I take a risk going back to the street selling drugs. And I did that. I'm not telling you something I would have did. I'm telling you something that I did during my journey.
Basically, everything out of that is like accumulation of all your trials and tribulations and accomplishments, pretty much.
For sure.
Okay. And out of all of that, right? Was it hard letting go, or just hard
as far as
stepping into a new chapter?
Letting the street shit go?
Nah, like, matter of fact, let's reiterate that. Is change hard?
Change is only hard when you're not mentally stable. And I don't mean mentally stable in a sense of like having mental illnesses, just more so in being able to stand on your own too, mentally making your own choices, just being your own individual. When you're your own individual, making choices, changing, being different, it shouldn't be hard at all. It comes easy.
I feel like that becomes easier when you're part of a journey, because a journey provides discipline.
But I feel like it got to be in you, not on you. So at the end of the day, that shit should be something that's already there, and the journey helps bring it out.
Okay. So with you being a successful business owner, right? I'm gonna just ask it straight up. What do your fans mean to you blatantly? My
fans mean life. They mean love. They mean commitment. They mean community. They mean everlasting. They mean stability. I mean, the list goes on and on. Y'all mean everything to me because, again, I came in this game with no real vision, with no real knowledge. All I wanted to do was sell these couple hats that I slapped these patches on. And because of the influence that I have that I didn't know I had at the time, turned this into something that we still sitting here 9 years later talking about.
And even 9 years later, I feel like you're still going to see people in some survival.
For sure, bro. Let me explain something to you real quick. You know how many people told me that they want me to sign? I already signed one on camera, a hoodie. Once they found out the brand was over and I was doing a blowout sale, getting rid of everything, man, a couple people told me, bro, can you sign my whatever it may be? I had the members only cards.
Yeah.
My boy, shout out to my boy Rico, man. Rico made me sign his members only card. A couple people made me sign their hoodies, and it's like, Do you know how that makes me feel, bro?
How does that make you feel?
Bro, it makes me feel incredible. It makes me feel like I could do anything. It makes me feel like my influence did not go overlooked.
Does it bring some sort of invincibility when it comes to building something?
I would say it brings a sense of stability.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
I get that.
Because look what I poured out into these streets, into the city, into the youth, into the community. I wasn't looking to receive anything. And through that journey, I broke down mad barriers. I broke down mad walls. And I built the foundation that's still growing. And I'm going to keep saying it. And it's like, bro, nothing is better than that. It's not about what you do. It's about what you leave behind.
Facts.
Because what you leave behind continues to grow. What you do for self, it dies when you die.
But that's how you live forever, when other people can carry on your legacy and what you instill into them.
Exactly.
So inspiration was a major factor for you along this journey.
Yes and no.
It kind of just came along the way. It wasn't like a thing that you intended to do in the beginning.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. It was never like, honestly, bro, it was never nothing that I was trying to do. That's why I said the project that I was working on was called It Was Never a Dream. Because being a fashion designer, a clothing brand owner, influencer in the community on that level was never, bro. I sold drugs, and everybody who know me, that's what it was, bro. I sold drugs. I got dressed. I did my little one too, but all of this, bro, I'm doing shit that and people that went to college is doing right now. Bro, I learned every single thing along the way. So I didn't try to become what I became. It was part of God's plan, bro, and nothing is bigger than the program. Nothing.
So you're kind of basically saying a new chapter is ordained for you.
Always, bro, because at the end of the day, it's like you got to always resurrect yourself.
Because do you feel like people can have more than one prime?
Say that again?
You think people can have more than one prime? Because you had a great prime when it comes to 815 survival. That's a great prime. Do you feel like you're giving up on that a little bit?
No, I'm not giving up on that. And to answer the question, yes, you can have more than one great prime, because if you decide to recreate, rebuild, step into something else, that was your prime in that category. Every situation gets its own length, its own time, its own lifespan.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And at the beginning of that lifespan, it's what you put into it, what's going to give you that good prime.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Do you feel like people are going to have a hard time disassociating you from 815, or do you feel like you don't want them to, and do you feel like it would ever hinder you if they do?
Bro, the answer your question, the easiest way to say that is they will never disassociate me, bro. That shit is stamped in the concrete, bro. And no matter what I do, where I go, it's people that don't even know my name and call me Survival.
That's
you
all
see what I'm saying?
Pushing the brand.
They don't even know my name, and
Tylon
they be like,
don't exist to a lot of people.
He don't even exist to people, bro. It's like, oh, Survival, or the 815 kid, or the dude with the Survival. Not even that, bro.
Not even that.
Bro, not even that, because Survival has become bigger than me. Ain't nothing bigger than the program. I just told you that.
That's definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
And you are walking an example of that as well too, because if you look around this room right now, everything.
Shit, 815. Well, shouts out to my man Dead by 5 a.m. If y'all don't know about my man Dead by 5 a.m., tap the fuck in. But yeah, for sure, my whole spot is 815 down to the grizzle, kid.
That's how I know you're a walking brand. All right, so we've been throwing around 815 for a little bit now. What does that date mean to you?
Shit, that date means to me the resurrection of Tylon Barlow. That was my second chance within God's eyes. Because again, bro, like you just said, how hard is change? Change becomes easy for a person like me who's been through what I've been through, but change is hard for a lot of people. And God has placed me in so many different situations where it's like he tested my strength on change. You see what I'm saying? So now he puts me in every situation that he won't put other people in, because he know I was a chosen one when it comes to change.
And you're capable of it.
I'm capable of it. I show it every time, bro.
All right. So do you plan on like celebrating that year moving forward every time it comes on, just as a camaraderie of just where you're coming from?
So August 15th is damn near big as Juneteenth. That shit is damn near big as Christmas.
It's a holiday.
That shit is damn near big as Thanksgiving, man. I'm putting you down, kid. I'm putting you down.
I love it, man. Like I said, the energy is what you said. It's very inspiring because I don't understand how people can have a conversation with you and understand where your vision is. And another thing too that I think is kind of like not spoken on more when it comes to you is your passion.
Very passionate, bro. And a lot of my decisions that the outside world do not understand comes from me being so passionate, whether it's a bad decision in their eyes, whether it's a good decision. 99.9% of the decisions that are made for me in Survival 815 are because of my passion, bro.
What made now a good time for you to transition?
So I don't want to sit up here and sound like I'm extra spiritual and extra godly, but I do believe in God and I do take my signs and run with them. But I just got the sign and the message from God that it was time to do something different. Like I've poured a lot, like overly poured a lot into this brand. You know what I'm saying? And I've had my ups, I've had my downs. This brand will forever be a part of me. This shit is like, it's like my skin. My skin complexion is Survival 815. My hair color is Survival 815. My shoe size is Survival 815. This shit is going to be forever a part of me. But you got to know when to hold and when to fold. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I have a special gift. And the only way to really get that gift out there is if I follow the leader. And the leader is him.
And have you ever like questioned and be like, you know what? Maybe I should keep going. Have you ever questioned yourself at that point when you made that decision? Like, you know what? Maybe this is not a good decision to make, to come to an end with Survival.
Yes, but then after I continued to study my new journey, it just shined more light on the reasons why Survival didn't get to where it needed to get to, the reason why it just kind of stayed a physical hood brand, and you know, it just opened up more light through my path.
Actually, you just said something now I'm intrigued by. You felt like Survival hit a glass ceiling.
Explain that.
Because you said you feel like you didn't get where it wanted to.
For sure.
What was that glass ceiling? Where did it reach, and what do you feel like held it back from reaching that true potential?
So it reached a lot, but I know it didn't reach its full potential, and the reason it didn't reach its full potential, just a quick backstory, is pretty much how I came in the game. I went from literally one day selling a bunch of drugs, prepping and preparing my drugs, to the very next day making hats, preparing hats. So it's like, just for me moving from the street aspect, coming right over here, I felt like shit, it's the same thing I'm doing in the streets, but it's just a different product. So let me create it the same way. In the streets, everything is physical. It's no online, it's no this. And so I approach it with the physical approach, because again, I'm not trying to start a brand, so a website ain't on my mind, content, all this shit that I learned ain't on my mind.
So basically, what got you started kind of kept you limited at the same time.
Thank you. That's the best way you could have said it, bro, because to this day, 9 years later, bro, if I'm not here, I don't make no money. I didn't put enough time and energy into the e-commerce world. That's where you get rich. It starts with your community and it finishes with the world. I started with my community, stayed in my community, stuck beside my community, and never gave it to the world.
And you kind of felt like you did the world a disservice by not pushing it the way it needed to be pushed.
No, I didn't do the world a disservice. I did my community a disservice, because Hartford is something that needs to be shined on. Connecticut, we need more light. And if I know I had this certain amount of power to push to the world, to shine more light here, I should have did it. And again, coming from the way I came, and I just felt like this whole street mentality, this drug dealing shit that I was doing, because I was making money. So now that's the next thing. It's not like I was pushing these hats, and that was the deciding factor. And even to stop selling drugs, I had to make a decision and to keep selling these hats and push this brand and see where it can potentially go, or have one foot in and one foot out. I always betted on myself. I did that for so long. It's like, you know what? Let me try something else. And I tried something else, and I continued to go, and the hood embraced it, my community, and they embraced it so much that I didn't want to leave. I felt like the way I was doing it was 100% the right way. And as time went, I started noticing like, damn, we running in circles at this point. We ain't even, you see what I'm saying? I'm going to say my biggest fuck up, but it was the biggest lesson. Bro, I spent $27,000 on an order.
One order,
bro. I had sweatsuits, hoodies, trap bags, socks. I'm talking about for days.
The whole shebang. You went all out.
Bro, $27,000. You know how much clothes that is? My basement was flooded. Clothes. But the biggest mistake there was, who the fuck you gonna sell it to if all you got is your hood and you not really tapping into the world? The hood, they gonna support you, but the hood only want but so much.
And they only want what they want.
And not to say it in a negative way, but we all know, everybody watching this know how it go. The hood only gonna give you but so much.
Facts.
And so the whole time I'm out here seasoning the hood, I'm leaving the world bland. I ain't dropped not one sprinkle of salt on them folks. I ain't dropped no Old Bay. I ain't did nothing. And then by the time I'm like, you know what? Let me try to start utilizing the e-commerce world. Let me try to do little shit and throw little shit out there to get the hood to use the website so I could push it to the world. They was already seasoned so bad to the point where it's like, bro, I'm about to DM you. If you doing it on the website, I know at the end of the day, sooner or later, he's going to be doing drop-offs. Sooner or later, he's going to do a sale. And guess what? It happened every time. So I never really put my foot on the gas when it came to the e-commerce world. And it stuck me right here.
So you feel like there was no pivot when it came to the brand?
There was really no pivot, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying that in an aspect like I didn't do what I was supposed to do or I didn't accomplish a lot, because I did. But I'm the one sitting here and I got to learn from my mistakes. So I know the biggest mistake was not transitioning from that physical aspect and running up through there with the e-commerce world, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how you get rich. That's how the work. Perfect example, bro, right? It's somebody who I've been studying. He has a brand. He's an urban brand designer. He's not from Connecticut, but his brand has a lot of influence, and boy, shot up through there quick. He had a shirt that he was about to drop. He wanted, I think, $110 for it. Chris Brown wore the shirt, performed in the shirt. He sold the shit for $160. It sold out 3 times. And before it sold out, people was in the comments bashing, bro.
Talking shit.
So it's like, you know how he was able to do that? Through the e-commerce world, bro. Like, that's what's gonna get you up through there, bro.
Because sometimes it's not the audience that you have at your fingertips that's for you. Sometimes you, like you said, you're limiting your reach.
But see, now, when I had that same type of Chris Brown, I had Lil Baby in my shit. Lil Durk performed out here in a show with the shooter's jacket on. Very, very, very monumental moment for the hood, for Survival 815. 21 Savage had my shit on. My shit was in the Migos videos. And guess what? Every time I got this content, I dumped it in the hood. In the same way how he went from 110 to 160, my jackets went from 160 to 130 just because I'm trying to get it off and sell it. Like, I didn't utilize my tools correctly, bro. Let me ask you a question. If you're trying to fix a car and you got the right tools, but you don't know how to use them, are you going to fix the car correct?
No, you're actually going to set yourself back.
So, and that's what I did every single time, because I was catering to the hood.
So you felt like every time you took 3 steps back, you kind of took 3 steps forward, you kind of took some back at the same time.
Yes, but in the sense that I learned from every step backwards.
That's what I'm saying. It was never a full step all the way back, because you still gained something out of it.
For sure.
And now that you're here now.
For sure.